reason why we are found in that space is for us to do our job and get our paycheck or pay slip, however you call it, at the end of the day. A workplace is not necessarily a place for friendship, but it should be a healthy place for people to be able to carry out their assignments. Welcome to today's episode of Because I Can. Today I'm here to share my thoughts as always. On this channel we talk about everyday life issues, and today I'm here to talk about co-workers. Like, a workplace is supposed to be a home away from home, but unfortunately a workplace is like a dog eat dog kind of situation, or you just have this unhealthy competition going on around people who do not even know themselves from Adam, people who do not know what the next person's goals are all about. You just see people and all of a sudden you feel threatened, all of a sudden you feel that they are your competition. No one is out there to, let me not say that, I won't say no one is out there to compete with one another, but some of this job does not even have any room for you to grow. So what is the competition all about? Except to step out and improve yourself and become better. That position which you're occupying right now is a position which you're going to occupy for the rest of your life. As long as you stay in that position, there's no room for growth. So I don't know why people just make co-workers just make the workplace like a war zone, or they just see everybody as a threat. Some people are out there just trying to bully one another, just trying to intimidate one another, or just trying to be in control of everything. And to the best of my knowledge, the reason why people will come to a workplace and want to be in control, especially with your co-workers, when you are not even a boss, you are just in the same position like your co-worker, but you still want to be in control of them. I don't know why anyone would want to come to work and control people who do the same kind of job. Like, you are not a boss. Even if you are the boss, even if you have a little edge above the other person, a workplace is not a place where you should come to control other people, or come to intimidate other people, or come to just make a workplace very unfriendly. Some people, they have the spirit of unfriendliness. So once they're in a place, the whole place is so tense. The reason why anyone will come to work and want to control other people is because in their whole entire life, they have never gotten an opportunity to be in control of anything. So they just seize that opportunity to control people. You can't control an adult. We are all there for just, like I said earlier, we are in that space to do our job, and most importantly, to get our paycheck or pay slip, however you call it. So there's no need for us to make a workplace so unfriendly for the next person. You don't have to be mean to your co-workers. You don't have to be rude to your co-workers. You don't have to be disrespectful to your co-workers. We all left the comfort of our home to go there, do our jobs, and get paid. If we were so comfortable, no one will leave their home to be there. A workplace is not a place for friendship, but at least it should be a healthy environment for people to work in. To the best of my knowledge, a workplace is supposed to be a home away from home, because most time we spend most hours at work. Some people spend 12 hours at work. We have 24 hours in a day. And if you first spend 12 hours at work, that is half of the day gone. And if you spend 16 hours at work, you have spent more hours in your workplace than you are spending at home. So it should at least be a healthy environment for anybody to work in. And for those co-workers who just go out there and make other people's business your business, you have to rethink your life. You're not out there to monitor people. You are not out there to see who is doing their job. You are not paid that much to do all of that. Go out there, do your job, and let others breathe. Leave your co-workers alone. Let them breathe. You owe them that much. Don't make a workplace a place where it's so unfriendly, is a place where no one really wants to come in and work. I'm not saying make everybody your friend, because that is not a place for friendship. In as much as out of 10 people, only 2 people can find true friendship in a place of work. But workplace is still not a place for friendship, but it's a place that adults are supposed to behave like adults. There are people who just like come to work and all they do is to see whether the next person is doing their job. How do you know whether that person is not doing their job? For the fact that the other person is not moving as fast as you are moving does not mean that that person is not doing his or her job. There's no need for backbiting. There's no need for backstabbing. And there's no need for you to prove a point, because there are people who just came to work and all they try to make other people think is that they are the best workers. Good for you. Like I said, we all do not move at the same speed, but that does not mean that the other person isn't doing their job. I hear a lot of people complain about their workplace. I hear a lot of people complaining about their co-workers. Don't be a thorn. Don't be a thorn in the flesh of other people. We all have our problems, and I believe that before we leave our home, we definitely leave those problems at home before we come to our workplace. The sole purpose of which you are in the workplace is for you to do that which is within your job description. Do your job. Focus on what you were doing. Don't get distracted by looking at who is not doing what. Nobody is going to hold you responsible. Most importantly, no one is going to hold you responsible that your co-worker isn't doing his or her job. No one. You are not paid that much. So why are you carrying extra burdens that are totally not your business? In as much as a workplace is not a friend zone, people have made the workplace so hostile that you really cannot trust anybody. So if you're out there still trying to be friendly with people, going all out and be trusted, a workplace is not a place where you can trust anybody, because people are going to throw you under the bus so fast just to be seen in I don't know how to put it. They just want to prove upon that they are better than their co-workers. There's no need for that. There's no need for you to throw your co-worker under the bus in front of your bosses just to prove a point that you're better. That tells a lot about you. That tells who you truly are, that you're not a good person. And don't forget that those people who you go about complaining about your co-workers to, they are not dumb. They are not dumb. They just know that you're not a good person and they will soon get tired of you. So come to work, do your job, and leave people alone. Secondly, try to stay away from office gossip. It does not bring any good. It has never done any good to anybody. Also, be careful who you're gossiping with. If you really have to do that, you really cannot, like I said earlier, you cannot trust anybody at your workplace. So I don't know when you are supposed to get so comfortable to the point that you begin to indulge yourself with office gossip. You don't have to do that. If you're someone who is purposeful, if you're someone who has a focus, who know the reason why you are there, you will not have any time to involve yourself or be part of any office gossip. That is not the reason why you left your house to be there. You left your house to do your job and get your pay at the end of the day. Another thing, that the workplace is not a place where you have to prove a point to anybody or to tell people who you are. Nobody really truly needs to know who you are in your workplace. Co-workers are the most inconsiderate people that I've ever seen. People see you work so hard, and yet when they hear your success story, they are still surprised. Hard work equals success, just in case you do not know. And even if you are not working as hard as the other person, there's something called the grace of God. I could be your colleague, but I'm not your grace mate. That is something people do not understand, that the grace of God operates with everybody differently. Be careful with the information that you share with people out there. Nobody means anyone well. That's just the truth. Everybody just feel that they want to hear that your life is very hard. Nobody wants to hear that your life is going okay with you. They just want to see that you are stressing. They want to hear that you're stressing. That is what gives your co-workers joy. So don't go there and overshare your personal information with people who do not mean well for you. If it is possible, let it end with a hello, hi kind of relationship. Do your job. Whatever you're discussing with your coworker should be work related. And be careful of that person who is always also running to you with one gossip or the other, who is always telling you what people are saying about you. Be careful of that kind of person. Just be careful with those people who also bring gossip to your table, or who are the first person to tell you what is happening or what the latest gossip in your workplace. You have to be careful. To slow down. Nothing good comes out of that. You cannot get to the top at the expense of other people. You really cannot get to the top at the expense of other people. And there are some people who, they are grace magnified, like they are grace. There are just some people that you are so mean to, and nothing goes well with you. So be careful with the kind of people that you relate with. And if there's something that I've seen between co-workers, is unhealthy competition. We all have our purpose and our drives in life. My purpose in life is different from your purpose in life. So if you see me pursue my purpose, it shouldn't be a reason why you get jealous or start having unhealthy competition. Unhealthy competition is a type that just because you see somebody doing something, you're already so mad, you just want to do the same thing, or you want to be above the person. Your drive order is just to be more than that person. I always tell people that my struggle, or our struggle in life, is not against one another. It's against poverty. It's against lack. So whatever you're doing, it shouldn't be because of someone else. It should be because you want to get your life to the next level, to your desired kind of life that you have always have. So if you are purposeful, I will always say that you will not have time to be distracted by who is doing what in my workplace and who is not doing what in my workplace, or do I need to prove a point? You do not need to prove a point to anybody. Just stay focused, do your job, get your paycheck, and go do that which you have always wanted to do. There's no need to stir trouble at your workplace. There's no need to prove a point. There's no need to make people think that you are the better worker than the next person. That's not the reason why you are there. That's not the reason why you are being paid. You are being paid to do your job. And also, no one is going to hold you responsible if the next person isn't doing their job. That is not part of your job description. Don't be someone who always is whispering about other people. You are always whispering, and all the things that you whisper is never positive. It's always negative. People will get tired of you very soon. Maybe you have people now who listen to those things that you keep whining about other people, but trust me, people are not as foolish as they used to be, or as clueless as they used to be. They say people know you with the way that you relate with other people and with the way that you talk about other people. So if I am somewhere and I see that you're always saying negative things about your co-worker, trust me, I will run away from you as quickly as I can. Even maybe I was friendly before, but you will see my countenance towards you change so quickly, because I know that you are not going to bring anything good to my table. And I don't need that energy. I'm just there to do my job and get paid, and try to focus on the things that I want to go right in my life. Another thing I want to talk about is lose sleep. Be careful what you say in your workplace. Be careful what you share with your co-workers. Just be careful with whatever comes out of your mouth. I know that is a very unhealthy kind of, how do I say? I wouldn't even say it's unhealthy. It's just like, when you're walking on eggshell around people, it's very uncomfortable, but that is the safest way to be among your co-worker. You have to try to seal your lip, because whatever you say might just be used against you. And sometimes what you say is taken out of context, and people just misinterpret what you say and say a different thing, that even when you hear it, you'll be like, God, this is not me. This is not what I say. And it will take a whole lot for you to be able to change the narrative that person has put out there. So be careful. If possible, let your relationship, like I said earlier, be hello, hi, and always work related. Nothing personal, nothing against your bosses, nothing against any of your co-worker. It should just be hello, hi, and do your job and get out as soon as you can. Finally, I said earlier that your workplace is not a place where when you are there to look for friendship or to find people to love you. No one loves you at your workplace. That is not even a lie. No one truly loves you at your workplace. You're not there to find friendship. And most importantly, we are no longer kids. We are all adults. For you to get a job, you are an adult. So you don't expect that you want to come to work and control another adult. Try to be respectful. Try to be less domineering. You shouldn't even come there try to dominate anybody. That is not a place where you dominate people. Go back home, dominate your children, dominate your husband, dominate your cousins, dominate anybody. Control your plates, your pots, and everything that you want to control. But that is a workplace, and that is where, and those people that you work with that are your co-workers are adults. So you don't come there to try to control one adult or try to manipulate people. Take all of that negative energy, or take all of that energy that you have and put it in something that will be more productive for you. If you cannot be a friend, but try to make the place a healthy place for everyone to work with. It does not cost a thing to be nice. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode.